André Rieu isn't just a musician, he's a storyteller whose violin speaks directly to the heart. Born in the Netherlands in 1949, André turned the world of classical music upside down by making it joyful, vibrant, and deeply human. His concerts feel like a celebration of life itself, full of laughter, emotion, and connection. But behind the glittering performances and standing ovations lies a journey marked by family, loss, resilience, and love. His story reminds us that even legends are shaped by struggle, dreams, and a relentless desire to make the world dance. A childhood surrounded by music was a part of André's world long before he could even hold a violin. Born in Maastricht, his father was a conductor, and their home was always filled with symphonies and rehearsals. André began playing the violin at just 5 years old, falling in love with its voice immediately. Though he admired his father's talent, he often clashed with his strict and traditional approach to music. André wanted freedom, to express, not just perform. That quiet rebellion led him to study at top conservatories in Liège, Maastricht, and Brussels, where he graduated with the highest honors. By the time he finished, he wasn't just a skilled violinist. He was an artist ready to change how the world experienced classical music. The birth of the Johann Strauss Orchestra. In 1987, André's dream took shape. He founded the Johann Strauss Orchestra, starting with just 12 musicians. His goal was simple yet bold, to make classical music fun and emotional again. Instead of rigid, quiet concerts, André wanted audiences to laugh, dance, and feel. Over time, his orchestra grew into a spectacular family of up to 150 members, performing on grand stages around the world. His signature piece, the Second Waltz, sparked a revival of waltz music in the Netherlands and beyond. On stage, he became known as the modern waltz king, not just for his talent, but for his warmth, humor, and showmanship. André's performances weren't concerts. They were celebrations where every note carried joy and romance. Making classical music for everyone. André Rieu's genius lies in how he made classical music accessible to all. Whether in Vienna, Sydney, or Buenos Aires, his shows attracted thousands, people who might never have gone to an orchestra otherwise. His concerts combined elegance with fun, dancers twirled, audiences clapped, and laughter echoed between symphonies. In 2008, he took his creativity to a new level, touring with a full-size replica of Empress Sisi's palace, the largest touring stage ever built. He also recorded countless albums and DVDs, and his concerts aired globally, including PBS specials like Live in Dublin and Live in Tuscany. For millions, André Rieu wasn't just a conductor, he was the bridge between classical tradition and modern joy, showing that great music belongs to everyone, not just the elite. Love, family, and the castle of dreams. Behind the glamour, André's heart belongs to his family and his home in Maastricht. In 1975, he married Marjorie Köhler, a language teacher and composer who has been his quiet anchor for nearly 5 decades. They have 2 sons, one of whom, Pierre, works as his producer. Together, they live in a fairy tale castle built in 1492, the same one where André took piano lessons as a child. Owning it was a childhood dream come true. Despite his fame, André has always remained humble. He says life in Maastricht keeps him grounded. No traffic, no chaos, just music, family, and peace. But even with all the beauty around him, he has faced moments of deep heartbreak, reminding the world that even those who bring joy are not immune to sorrow. Tragedy. Behind the curtain. In December 2016, tragedy struck André and his orchestra. During a UK tour, longtime trombonist Ruud Merckx, who had been part of the group for over 20 years, suffered a fatal heart attack. His wife, Alina Lin-Jong, also a violinist in the orchestra, was devastated. For André, it was like losing family. The orchestra canceled multiple shows as they mourned together. André said in a heartfelt statement, "We are a family and our hearts are broken." Fans from around the world offered condolences, understanding that this was more than a professional loss. It was deeply personal. Rieu's passing reminded everyone that behind the lights and laughter are real people who share not just music, but life and loss. The tragedy left a permanent mark on André, making his music even more tender and filled with emotion. Silence, struggles, and hope. Just a few years later, André faced another heartbreak. This time, not from death, but from silence. In 2021, for the second year in a row, his iconic summer concerts in Maastricht were canceled due to the pandemic. These performances, which drew fans from 90 countries, were the soul of his career. Losing them was devastating. In a message to fans, André wrote, "It is deeply sad that our concerts cannot take place this year. My orchestra and I long for these evenings as much as you do." Yet, he handled it with grace, putting health and safety above profit. His words, "The waltz must go on, and it will go on," became a promise to his fans, a reminder that even when the music stops, the spirit of hope never fades. The critics and the crowd. André's popularity has always divided the music world. While millions adore him, some critics have called his performances too commercial or sentimental. Yet, defenders argue that he's done what no one else has, made classical music joyful and universal. In Australia, André became a phenomenon, earning more than 100 platinum awards and selling millions of albums. Critics like Ian Kelly praised him for breaking the elitism around classical art. Even in the UK and the US, where critics were tougher, audiences filled arenas. His fans say it best, André Rieu makes them feel alive. And that's something even the harshest review can't take away. He once said, "Every concert is a celebration, and every celebration needs music that speaks to the heart." That's exactly what he's done, given the world a reason to smile and dance again. Giving back through music. Beyond his concerts, André has used his success to make a real difference. After the tragic Notre Dame Cathedral fire in 2019, he offered 700 tons of steel scaffolding from one of his grand stage sets to help with reconstruction. Later that year, he donated €425,000 to fund music lessons for 1,000 children in Limburg. "We were given the chance to have music lessons since childhood," he said. "We understand what it means when you don't get that chance." His generosity goes beyond money. It's about preserving the magic of music for the next generation. Through acts like these, André reminds us that the greatest melodies are not just played, they are shared, heart to heart, across generations and borders. The waltz that never ends. Even after decades on stage, André Rieu shows no signs of slowing down. With his trusted Johann Strauss Orchestra, he continues to tour the world, releasing albums like Happy Together, 2021, and Silver Bells, 2022. His concerts still overflow with dancers, soloists, and fans who sing and waltz along. For André, music has always been about emotion, not perfection. He often says, "We feel every note we play." That sincerity is why millions keep coming back. In 2025, he's set to return to Maastricht once again, where thousands from every corner of the world will gather under the open sky, ready to be swept away by the rhythm of his violin. André Rieu's story isn't just about fame or fortune. It's about the power of love, loss, and melody to heal hearts and unite the world in one timeless waltz.